So before we switch to total pan car oval mode, which technically as of this video, I already am in, I wanted to show everybody what a real good average Losi race should be. And really what it comes down to is evenly matched cars that are even. And really it just comes down to driving. So I'm Chad. This is the Dorky and 40 RC channel. We're going to talk about the Losi today. So we know we've done all kinds of content. We know my 2025 is good and other 2025s that I've seen are also good as well. This video, I think, is a really good example of what happens because we have my 2025 this couple weeks ago, and there was a driver that had a top 2024 car, Sam, who has obviously ran his car a lot, and I think he's been out of, he had some shoulder issues and stuff, and he has been racing a whole lot, but he's got one of the fastest ones locally. I don't know how good he did when like other people actually came in. I'd have to look. And the other driver in this race is just as fine too. We were all three really, really closely matched, and it really just comes down to driving. I started out in this qualifier second. I finished first. I started out horrible. You'll see me make like really bad laps. And then finally, like kind of the Losi, like going back and forth between like that and this, you know, when you get it out on the track, for me, at least, it takes me a good minute or so to get into like the actual driving rhythm of the car. Cause you really need to like steer it very delicately, in order to, you know, not scrub as much speed and to feather on and off to keep all four of the tires on the ground. You know, we did do things to the remote that make a huge difference, in my opinion, as far as like using the grip tape and making the remote like thicker in the hand. That really is a key thing. If you haven't done anything with your Losi, that's like the first thing I would ever do to it, just to make it just more comfortable and easier to drive for the entire 4 minutes. One other thing that I have been doing just to kind of like give myself, I guess, knowing the best that I'm out there is I have an eye charger, and I know a lot of you guys don't. And some people will be like totally against this, but like I see everybody at the big races doing it. And after checking batteries, I can see the big difference. And that is actually using like an eye charger lead to charge your battery up. So my buddy Tim at Barth Racing Concepts sent me one of these to try out. And if you are into your Losi NASCAR and you have an eye charger, you definitely should order one of these for 20 bucks because it will be a game changer. And the reason why I say that, you're going to have to do a couple things. You're going to have to create a modified LiPo profile inside of your eye charger. You're not going to get any balancing information or anything like that at all. So you really only want to use these during race days. Or what you can actually do that I do is I use my eye charger or my Spectrum charger to charge the battery, and you'll get your regular voltage and stuff. And then when you pull the battery off, it immediately starts to discharge. But what I noticed with my charger and my voltage at Tech is, you know, with Oval, you're allowed to take these up to like 8.40. Typical Oval stuff, I think you can go to 844 on 2S. I don't do a lot of 2S racing. It's mostly 1S. So basically 4.229 is like your max voltage. So in this case, the closer that you can get to that 8.40, the better. And I've noticed that like when I pull my battery off of my Spectrum, immediately take it up to Tech. And as like, I actually was teching batteries for one of the races, a lot of people were coming in at like 32, 33, so on and so forth. I was able with the charge lead to take mine up to 839. You know, you're never really, I mean, you can hit 840, but it's usually going to be 839. Again, just be very careful. You know, the fastest the Spectrum charger will do it is like 5 amps. So I just set this one, basic LiPo, charge 5 amps, keep it in a battery bag. Also, like, we use battery warmers, so warming your battery as well. And then I actually have shrink wrapped my battery as well with like battery shrink wrapping that you can get off of Amazon. Shrink wrap all of my batteries with it. Like if you take a look at like my Power Push 1S battery here, these are, I guess you could say they're more, the shrink wrap job looks better than me. And really that just kind of helps like keep the battery warm and kind of keep that heat in there. You know, does it make a huge difference? Probably not, but maybe. We always need to try, especially in stock racing. So if you have an iCharger, definitely get one of these. Still, don't just rely on it completely for everything. Use your Spectrum charger. There's no way to bypass the actual circuitry that's in there unless you disassemble the battery and completely modify it, which I've heard people trying to do it and not having much success with the G2 batteries. So definitely be careful, like while you're doing that and messing around with lipos. I don't encourage it, but like I do encourage maximizing things that you are doing safely and using this kind of cable to peak your battery to where it needs to be for race tech is something that all the fast guys do. I see every one of them doing it, and I will see them doing it this weekend as well. So if you're serious about your Losi, you have one, pick one of these cables up. You will not be disappointed. And a big shout out to Tim for sending that to me and making a difference with my Losi race program. And now I'm going to play the actual qualifier for you guys. And like I said, I really want you to watch it. Maybe you can watch the first couple minutes as like I kind of like pulled myself back in, and you see I make mistakes, he makes mistakes, and we have a good race, and nobody's like blatantly faster like in the other video. And a lot of you guys, the video I just posted, made the comment that like, yeah, that car does not look right. And yeah, I mean, I totally agree that it doesn't look right, but you know, what can you do? You're kind of at the mercy of whatever it is. Luckily that driver does run a couple classes that I will be racing in. And you know, we've put it to him a few times, and hopefully, you know, we'll put it to him a couple more this weekend. So enjoy this. Check out Barth Racing Concepts for that charge lead. Keep your Losis in good shape. And yeah, I mean, I hope a lot of you consider picking up a 2025 for this fall and winter, and we can try to give this whole class like another go and a rebirth, because I really think that like the experience this time is far superior and everybody else is going to be completely matched up. And these cars are better now than cars that were in the 2024 models, I believe. And especially since they've been ran down a lot. And don't screw with the car at all. Like, don't be messing with the diff oils. Just run the damn things. Maybe take your top cover off and do one thing that I did, like take a lot, like I used the R1 or Hootie graphite grease and stuff that stuff. Like, you know, I did notice that my original outdrives and diffs on the outside, I never opened them up, but on the outside had a lot of thick grease to wear that in. You can either just wear that stuff in over and over and over if you want to, or you could pull them out, take everything out, wipe them down, and then throw in some of that graphite stuff. And you'll hear your car, like a lot of people comment about how quiet my car is. It's very quiet because there is literally like an entire tub of that stuff in there. Doesn't slow anything down, just reduces the friction. You know, when I took my top deck off, it's all flung all over. But the good thing about like this new mixture of like graphite type of stuff that comes from like R1 and even the Hootie stuff too, R1's got the brush on one that really like sticks to metal and stays there, so keeps things cooler, keeps things running. It's smoother and more quieter, and I think it translates to a little bit, because again, anything that we can do on these for sure, and take it one step further, polish your kingpins, take all your stuff out, take care of it. Like if you got a good one that runs good now, like it deserves a little bit. It's nice to work on it and keep it going and running better, and not just like completely chasing our asses for just a car that got around the track and was controllable. You know, you can see that my car and these other ones like all will drive pretty much wherever you put them. You know, if you overdrive a turn, it's going to push. If you freaking let off too early and turn, you're going to wreck in. It behaves like a four-wheel drive basic car should. So enjoy this race video. Appreciate all you guys. Peace.
Nice clean cars through the turns. Ron Rears leads us around on a 56.403 pace. Chad 55, Alan 52.
Chad 17, and Alan Howard.
Go ahead, Rob. That's it.
3 minutes left.
Chad steps up. He's only about 2/10 now back from Rob. Those two are on 55 lap pace. Rob's got the fast lap, 4.166. Chad's 4.194.
After 1 minute 40 seconds, the top drivers are Rob Rear, Chad 17, and Alan Howard.
Lots of making the bells, only 3 cars out there. We got to take advantage of it. I think there's 5 in the next year.
Minutes left.
Well, there's 4 cars in the next year. So Losi Nascar has been dethroned this week from the top amount of people in the class. It'll be just an AMA, 7-car AMA. No, I'm wrong. Not against the no, it'll be 8 cars, so we won't have a GNA.
After 2 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Chad 17, Rob Rear, and Alan Howard.
Chad out to have a second now on Rod. Both on 55 lap pace. Nice working by Shell. Is it Shell line? Yep. Logano.
1 minute left.
That's been the best part of this past year, man. All these Losi Nascar paint jobs. They're getting some sweet ones, and that's one right there.
After 3 minutes 21 seconds, the top drivers are Chad 17, Rob Rear, and Alan Howard.
Losi did a great job. That body is so perfectly scaled to the actual car. But then they go and screw it up and start charging $70 more for the cars. Now, crazy.
Tried to sneak her in there.
That was for the lead.
That wasn't me.
On the clock though, Chad's gonna get this. 55.403. Rob 54.4.
Just pushed a little too much on me. Just a
54 flat. So your GQ right now, Chad Cervinski,